Welcome to Tiny Towns USA. In this tutorial, I am going to teach you how to set up your shop settings. I'm going to use Katie Janes for this tutorial. What we need to do first is we need to go to the dashboard. Okay, the first step to setting up your store settings is to go over to Products, and a pop-up menu is going to show up, and we're going to go down to Store Settings. First thing we're going to set up is we're going to go into General, and which is already up. There's a bunch of tabs up at the top. We're going to put in our base country. We're going to put in our base state, which for this one is Missouri. And we're going to put in our base zip code. And then we're going to put in the tax rate for our state. I'm not quite sure what it is for Missouri, but I'm going to put in 7.6 because that'd be nice if that's what it was. And then apply tax to shipping fees. You need to look at your local tax laws to see if you have to do that. So I'm just going to leave it at yes. And then enter prices inclusive of tax. That's just going to show all of your products with the total amount. I don't really like to do that, so I'm putting no. Your currency settings, your store currency should by default be set at the $1. And miscellaneous settings, if you are entering your products and you have more than one product and you want a warning to come to you when you get down to a certain level, you can put that in here. It's set at 3. Maximum downloads, if you are selling CDs or music or ebooks, then this is how many times they can download it if they pay for it. Forced login is if you want them to have to log in order to buy from your store. You will lose people that way, so I would suggest that you put in no. Product listings only, I would just forget about that part. And that is all you need for this section, and then you're going to put in Save Changes. The next screen we're going to work with is going to be shipping. Now you're going to choose the target countries that you want to be able to ship to. When you first start, I would suggest that you just use the United States. So we scroll down here, and I already have United States checked by default. Canada might be checked, so you might want to uncheck that. Now there are two ways to ship. You can either use a flat rate shipping cost, which everything that you ship is going to be, let's say, $5. And then you saw when we were entering products that if it is an excessively heavy item and you want to add additional shipping to that, then you can do that when you're entering that product. So we're going to do flat rate for this one. And I'm going to say flat rate shipping is going to be $5. I didn't enter anything for Canada or international, so I'm going to say Hawaii and Alaska is $6. Then I'm going to go ahead and do Save Changes. If I choose the other way that we recommend that you do your shipping is with a table rate. The table rate is fairly simple to set up as well. When you choose table rate, it's going to refresh the page so you see the table rate settings box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with 3 layers. You can go as deep into this as you would like, but for this tutorial I'm just going to do 3. So it's going to refresh and it's going to put in 3 options. Now the first one is going to always be a penny. So what this means is if the price is a penny to, let's say, $5, I am going to have them pay $5 for shipping. Hawaii and Alaska, I'm going to do $6. So let's say between $5 and, let's say if they spend $20, so between $5 and $20, I am going to have them pay, give them a little bit of a discount, and say $4.50 and $4.50. I'm going to say if you spend, and I can use this as a promotional gig, is if the price is $20 and above, then the shipping cost is going to be free. So I'm just not going to put anything in there. So you can see I can put in, 10 if I wanted and have it go 0 to 20, 20 to 50, 50 to 100, and then anything over 100 is free. So once I do that, I'm just going to hit Save Changes. And again, if it is an excessively heavy item, and when you're listing it in your products, you can always add on an additional amount of shipping for that item, so you're not trapped in that. The next step is your payments. This is very important because this is going to show how this is going to direct people to how they can pay you. Right now in General Settings, we have the Select Payment Gateways as PayPal Chain Payments. I'm going to choose that. That's going to refresh your page. You're going to go in here and you're going to take it out of the PayPal mode of Sandbox and you're going to push it live. When it's in Sandbox, they can't make any purchases. So at this point, you're going to put in your PayPal address, which would, let's just say it's katiejames@gmail.com. And then I would hit Save Changes. Now people can check out in your store. And that's all that we're going to deal with right now in setting up your store settings. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial.